Alright, welcome folks back to Grimm's Garage. And without further ado, finally we're getting to part 3 of this Steve pickup. I want to get this over with because part 4 will be me opening some toys. And I can't wait. This is great for the local people, but it turns out a lot of my audience isn't even in the United States, so they're not my local show watchers. So I guess I can enjoy some of the videos that I enjoy more for myself, which is opening them up. And I guess those people enjoy those videos. So I get to mix it up a bit. Anyway, 69 Camaro convertible. Y'all know by now I'm not a Camaro fan. So I'm not a fan of this whole series. Seems to be some type of Camaro special set. 2017, probably 2018 release. 69 convertible. Next, onto the trade table. Fantasy models. We don't have that many in this lot, which is usually a good thing. Depends on your collector. Cyber Speeder. I don't think I know this. At first I thought it was that. Oh, look at that. It's a treasure hunt. See, I don't know anything. Awesome finding these with you. Where is the flame on the car? Oh. Right there. Alright, so that makes sense why this is in here. The only majority of the fantasy models I found were parts of sets or they were treasure hunts. Everything else were real models, or what I like to call romanticized. Nice. Next. '98 Subaru Impreza 228 STI version. Not a fan of the Impreza. Starting to like some of the bigger vehicles of theirs. And a huge fan of the Sambar. I don't know what it is. I love those goofy little trucks. Next. Whatever this set is, I asked in the last video. Obviously, I would have kept this. I'm a big wagon fan. That's the #1 focus in my collection, is any and all station wagons. 71 Datsun 510 wagon. But I've already got this. So here's another one for the trade table. 2019. Well, 2018 on the card, so most likely 2019. I have seen those out recently. That's how I've obtained it from my collection. And from this same set, the 63 Chevy 2. Honestly, I'm not familiar with that model. Not that bad, kind of sharp. But I don't need another model to collect. So on the trade table it goes. Alright. There's another one that's a favorite of mine. Any and All Vans is one of my secondary models. But I do already have this one. I did miss the treasure hunt of this. If someone's local and has one for trade, that purple one. I had the regular purple one. I missed the treasure hunt one. So obviously I'd really like to give this to my collection. But this one will be on the table. Zamac 69 Copo Corvette. I don't chase Zamacs. A lot of people do. I'm just model specific. 2021. So this is like right now. This is out there now. And I hate Corvettes, personally. But that is sharp. For a Corvette. 2016 Camaro SS, the other Chevy I do not like or collect. So it is being featured here to go onto the trade table. I'm going to remember to check all these. I don't know what the treasure hunt is. Oh, Ollie Rocket. I had a feeling just seeing this and being like, okay, I see treasure hunt. It was on the mid shelf like this. I was like, Fantasy Mall, I wonder if it's a treasure hunt because the last ones, and I picked it up and instantly saw that sign because the car is so flat. So here's another treasure hunt on the table for trade. Ollie Rocket. I think this is the first time I've seen this, but it looks similar to something I've seen loose recently, which would be the salt shaker. It looks like the salt shaker kind of backwards. Salt shaker, these are in the rear, and on this they're the front. Huh. '57 Plymouth Fury in blue with yellow and orange flames. What is this? Hot Wheel Flame? Well, Hot Wheel Flame series. 2017 car date. On the table. Random Matchbox. MBX Fire Dasher. I see a lot of these loose. You know, I think that's one reason I don't care for fire trucks in general. I like some of the bigger ones with moving parts because I'm a sucker for accessories. But in general, I don't like fire trucks because just like the Camaros, Mustangs, Corvettes, they're like the base models that everybody's like, I love it, I love it, I love it. You like this? You like this? As a kid, I got tired of them. Every kid loves fire trucks and dinosaurs. I honestly never cared for dinosaurs. I thought the very first Jurassic Park movie was cool. They're all cool. They're all worth watching. But I'm not a super fan. You know what? It's just like the Marvel films. I was a big fan of the comics as a child. So I'm not a huge fan of it anymore, but I watch them all in nostalgia. And they get excited. So I go back for more. Tuned 83 Silverado. Of course I love 83 Silverado, but I don't collect any of the tuned ones, at least so far. This is a crossover. Usually those crossovers tempt me into the new series. Yeah, crossover by meaning it is bullcrap I don't want mixed with something I usually collect. Thank goodness this still does not appeal to me. That'll be on the table. Bad Bagger. Well, this obviously is going to be on the table. That's why you're seeing it. And this is one of two you'll see on my table. If you're willing to take an open one, I got a loose one from I'm not sure where. I know I opened it new. Multi-pack or regret, I don't know. But I have a brand new one open on the table as well. Unless there's variations, then maybe I've got two different. I don't know. Okay, I have a feeling this might be a treasure hunt. Oh, and I'm right. Wow. Blade Raider. I'm not familiar with the name, but I had to have seen this model around somewhere. And I couldn't give a crap about it, so treasure hunt or not, this is going on the trade table. Sorry guys for the seasickness there. Volkswagen Beetle. This would be one to go in my collection if it wasn't already there. So this one will be on the table. 2021 Valentine Edition. Kind of cool. I collect classic Beetles, and hopefully they're customized or hot rodded somehow. Yeah, this ain't too old. 2020 date. Got a card. So I'm just discovering these real treasure hunts now off the repeat offender that if it ain't a real model, it's a fantasy sitting here. The only reason why it's fantasy sitting here is because it's treasure hunt. Ew. It's a little horrible. I'm sure someone can inject and flatten that out. I know there's people that do those things. But otherwise, Draftnator. Speaking of this, I don't know anything about racing. If there's a local collector who has something, the racing trucks. My neighbor is an elderly woman who watches racing, and she's done some sewing work for my daughter's birthday. I did pay her handsomely, but having a slight common interest with these cars, she has a bit of a racing diecast collection on her mantle herself. If anybody could find or knows any more information about a watermelon truck, it's a specific driver's truck. It's one of these style racing trucks. She wants a diecast model of the guy that has the watermelon truck. So if you're local and you can get me one, I'd really appreciate that. I'd love to gift one to her. I appreciate her services. She's a very nice woman. Oh, so I suspect this is another treasure. Oh, what is this? Experimotors crate rate. Yep, there's the labeling. I was going to say, I can't see from the top, but you can see the letters there. Crate Racer. You know what? I almost wanted to collect this because this is like a fantasy version of like that Volkswagen van pickup. I don't recall what it's called. I got a few nice premium M2 versions of what I'm thinking of. You know what I mean? It looks like a chopped van, and then it's a pickup. Volkswagen pickup. Double cab Volkswagen pickup. Looks like a fantasy version of that. And if it was a wagon, I collect all fantasy versions of those. But I think I'm going to pass on this. I'm going to wiggly motor. I do like the green and the purple look sharp. Alright. I'm sorry, I tend to mumble. Again, because I narrate to myself when I'm alone. I forgot I'm on camera. 2018 Camaro SS. Not a Camaro fan, not a new car fan. 2017 date. Speed Graphic Series 3 of 10. Number 26 of 250 on the table. Lamborghini Revention Roadster. Quite a unique green. I don't see that very often. I don't know if that's coming up on camera correctly, but that is pretty green. No treasure hunt, I suppose. That'll be on the table. Next car. '06 Pontiac GTO. What is that, a wheelie bar? I'm not familiar with those types of car accessories. New for 2021, so it's first edition. I guess someone will want that. Super Duty. Decent grill tempo. 2020 date. This is fairly recent. What we got here? Alright, this looks like the last Hot Wheel mainline for today. I'll have to get the sticker off of here. There's another mystery series. 4 of 5. Lamborghini Aventador Coupe. Hope I'm saying that right. I'm not a fan, so I don't know. It's in green and white police version. What is this set? Oh, it seems to be all sporty police cars. What would I care for out of this set? Probably the one closest to my thumb. The Golf MK. 7? Yeah, 7. Alright. Now, that was the last main line, but I still have at least 4. There's 4 cars to choose from here. Let's choose the crappiest one. In my personal opinion. Everybody has their own opinion, and this could be a gem to someone. And to be honest with you, I almost kept this for myself. I kept teasing, putting it on my peg, tread peg, my peg, tread peg. Because it is a Maisto. They're not that sought after, but I do love the rigs, and I want more boxes. And I felt if I regretted opening this for myself later, then I could at least use it for a custom. I want to do some like Mad Max stuff later on when I have time, when I die. But no, I'm going to put this on the trade table. I mean, when I get around to doing some customs and this hasn't sold, then yeah, maybe I'll sacrifice it. But for now, it's for sale. Alright. We're going to go with Matchbox Track Stars. Another one I fought with. I almost opened this for myself because, again, I want more rigs. But I like the Matchbox ones better. I'd be okay with this cab if it didn't have so much foil. It seemed more real. I don't... and usually I like offshoots of fire or rescue stuff. But to me, a gas tanker for the fire company doesn't make sense. Of course, obviously, it could be just water. But and maybe this is a thing. Just not my area. Maybe in low water areas, they have giant tankers just ready to go because they don't have fire hydrants set up. I mean, there are trucks that carry water. A lot of them carry water, but not that quantity. Very well be justifiable. But I don't have any of the Trackstar sets. Most of them are a little goofy, so I'm going to pass. I keep too much. Someone else can keep this. Alright. Racing Champions Mint. 49 Buick Riviera. I like Buick Rivieras, but this is way too old for me. Not my age. So, on the table it goes. This is new for 2016. It's got some age to it, I guess. 2015 on the card. It says 2016 on the front. So, that'll be at the table. And last but not least, something highly unusually seen on my table, and probably the only one available, a Micro Machine. I had these as a child, the original ones, and maybe it's distorted nostalgia, but I think the older ones were better. Maybe there was more metal. I don't know, but a lot of the new sets seem to be way more plastic than they used to be. But like I said, it could be my brain romanticizing my thoughts and memories. This looks like there's some red on there, but that's the reflection off the truck. It's all chrome. 100% chrome. Other than the yellow on the headlights. Any other colors you see other than that in the top? It's all reflection. Because apparently that is a rare chase. Other than that, I couldn't give a crap. What is it? Is it listed? Series 1. Oh, GT7. And a transporter. I don't like the transporter. I couldn't give a crap about the car. But I look like my machine. Someone else does. So, thank you so much for joining me on this video. I can't wait for the next one, because I will be opening all of these toys down here. Please stay tuned and subscribe if you're local to get the latest info for what's be on the local table. Thank you.